What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, you guys are part of group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been on the channel rocking with me, I truly appreciate everyone's patronage. This is a new year for us, 2024. Happy New Year to you guys. These monthly manifestations have been revamped and reloaded from when I was doing them in 2022, and universe kept showing them to me and saying it was time to bring them back. So basically, if you're not familiar with them, um, these readings are meant to help you manifest your goals and your set intentions, okay? Kind of a way of getting you organized going by the moon phases, okay? If you're not familiar with them, this Moonology deck is by Yasmin Boland, okay? So you can kind of go check her out. She has a Moonology journal as well, or you can get a Moonology or a moon calendar, okay, that can keep you abreast with all the moon phases. In these readings, we primarily focus on 3, which is the new moon, the first quarter moon, and the full moon, okay? So with the new moon, is talking about new energy coming in, setting your intentions, okay? By first quarter moon, you should be halfway through your goal or intention, okay? And that's like your progress point, if you will, okay? And then by full moon, you should be finished with your set intention, okay? January being the start of 2024, the whole year is about bringing balance, leveling the playing field or the scale for some of us. But definitely in January, it is going to be a month of very heightened intuition, okay? New moon, all the dates I will put in the description box below, okay, if you are interested. But January 11th is new moon, first quarter moon, as you should be finished with your, well, not finished, but halfway to or through your intention is January 17th. And then the full moon is on the 25th of January, okay, in which you should be finished or close to finish your goal, depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish, okay? So again, like I said, January being the first month of the year, number 1, I put some frequent angel numbers up so that on the community page, so that way you can kind of keep up with the numerology, because that is tied into these readings, okay? The 6th of January, will be will lead to an epiphany, okay? It's actually an epiphany day because it's the 6th day of the month, okay? So you can kind of put that kind of going forward. You will see that kind of repeating in the months ahead, okay? But it's going to be a time of epiphany, of reevaluating, and that is 6 days before, within days before the new moon, okay? So there's 6 days even leading into the new moon of setting your intention. So possibly at this time, Sagittarius, you'll be kind of like thinking of things that maybe you want to accomplish this year, or things that you didn't get to accomplish last year, and kind of wondering why you haven't and how to do it, okay? So be prepared for a major change in awareness of your goals, and reevaluate a process before the first quarter moon, okay? Because there is another 6 days between the new moon and the first quarter moon, which is the halfway point. So if you want to use the month of January just to figure out what it is that you want to accomplish this year, you have the entire month to do so, but primarily come to that decision on the 25th, okay? And set that intention and start moving in tandem kind of repeating that energy. Once you figure out what it is that you want to do in January, come February, you should be attacking that goal. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. These readings are going to take over the Dreamcatcher reads. So, but if you need those, they are still available on my channel. If you go to playlist, just look up Dreamcatcher. Okay. If you want to see the previous monthly manifestations, you can check that playlist out as well. Okay. So we have 5 decks in this reading. Okay. Very extensive reading. Before, I just used this deck and that was that. Okay. But we're going in a little bit deeper because we're going to not only help you organize and get these intentions and goals met and achieved, but we are also going to take a look at your present self and your higher self. Okay. So let's get started on your reading. I know that was a lot of information, but just trying to give you a summary of what to look forward to in this month, which is for everyone pretty much. Before, the monthly manifestations were just for the collective, but now they are for each sign. Okay, so hopefully you guys truly enjoy these. If you do, feel free to like and subscribe so that way you can be notified when I drop a reading for your sign. Okay, and so we shuffled and went by 3 cuts here, and then we're going to pull the cards as such. All right, one from the top, which is your new moon energy. Okay, one from the bottom, which is your first quarter moon energy. Okay, and then one energetically from the middle, which kind of changed up on me. So these readings are intended for sun sign Sagittarius and all the signs. However, you do possibly share your energy with another sign that may have Sagittarius in a particular placement that is important to them. Okay, so that's why I always say take what resonates and pass the rest. Okay, so let's see where your new moon energy is, Sagittarius. What should be the mindset towards your goal or intention, okay, for the new moon? A fiery climax approaches. Aries energy is here, okay? Full moon in Aries. Now, I don't really pay attention to that part. I primarily just pay attention to the sign energy that's associated with it. So you could either be dealing with an Aries or have that in your birth chart. But if you want, you can go ahead and look to find out when the full moon in Aries is. And there could be a significant message in that, okay, in that placement, okay? So, but a fiery climax approaches in regards to your new moon energy. What is the mindset, okay? So I feel like it's this very Aries, being a fire sign, there's going to be a lot of passion to start something new, okay? Obviously, you take the time or already know exactly what it is that you want to do. You yourself are also a fire sign, so Aries is your counter fire sign. You are just very passionate and determined to achieve something new, okay? What that new is, we'll find out when we actually clarify this energy, okay? So let's get into the first quarter moon energy. Will or have you made any progress, okay? Will or have you made any progress, Sagittarius, by first quarter moon, January 17th? A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, okay? So Cancer energy, all right? This feels more so like a actual person, okay, who may be dealing with a Cancer, okay? Come first quarter moon energy, okay, or just period, all right? This card came out as well, and I shuffled before your reading and during, okay? And this card came up for someone, I think, in group 2. I want to say it may have came up in Capricorns, all right? So that's just an honorable mention. Doesn't mean that you have to have that sign in your birth chart or dealing with them. But a personal issue reaches resolution. So there could be some, maybe, I don't feel like it's a conflict, maybe more of an intimate kind of vibe going on here, maybe a relationship, as far as a potential issue, maybe time apart, or maybe a move-in situation, possibly, where it's been kind of back and forth, maybe trying to decide if you want to move in with each other. So that's the vibe that I'm feeling when it comes to this, okay? So a fiery climax and a personal issue reaches resolution, okay? Maybe someone is a little hesitant on, giving up their privacy or something, okay? Now, let's see what's in the full moon energy, okay? Has or is the intention or goal being achieved, okay? Is the intention or goal being achieved come full moon January 25th? A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather to take, okay, than take. This came up in Scorpio's reading, and I believe in the same placement, okay? So you could have either Scorpio in your chart or dealing with a Scorpio, okay? Or Virgo. This is new moon in Virgo, okay? So a lot of signs in your energy, Sagittarius, whether it be birth chart placement, but I'm feeling more so a vibe of personal energy, okay? So maybe getting a lot of people's opinions on your actual situation. Maybe an offer to move in was put on the table and someone's been kind of slow to respond, okay? Again, it's a very big thing to move in with someone, and this is just sidebar. It's a very big thing to move in with someone, okay? Because, you have to merge belongings, things like that. Someone is giving up or feels like they're giving up their identity when it really is just they've been to themselves so long, okay? Someone may feel like, why do they have to uproot everything to move? And why can't you? So it's been possibly a lot of back and forth situation, okay? As far as incorporating and coming together to live in one space, okay? It is a very big thing, all right? It's hard to do, all right? So kind of have patience or understanding when it comes to that, as something that you see is so easy can be very hard for someone else, okay? So kind of just take that into consideration. But it may be in that sense by full moon energy, as far as time to give some understanding to this person, okay, as they feel as though they're giving up a lot, all right? It's got to be some room for compromise. Let's get into clarifying. We're just using the general writer's weight to clarify this energy, okay? So I'm going to do the same shuffling by threes for you guys, Sagittarius. One last shuffle here. And then we'll cut by threes. We're going to pull the same exact way, okay? 3 cards in the same way that we did the Moonology deck. The only difference is we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is of this energy, okay? So, 1 from the top for for new moon energy, 1 from the bottom, which is for the first quarter moon energy, and then 1 energetically from the middle. I think I'm going to go for this one here, which is for the full moon energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily for the overall outcome, okay? So let's see what's pairing with this new moon energy, all right? New moon energy is with the moon, all right? Pisces energy here with the fiery climax approaches, okay? So Pisces, Aries, and yourself, okay? Could be a group of you talking together in a way. Um, Again, Pisces energy here, you're probably being kind of closed off or hiding some information that really isn't, needing to be shared with certain people, okay? Such as maybe certain family members, possibly that maybe, kind of putting a negative energy onto it, okay? That kind of gets you riled up in a way, okay? Fire sign can kind of come into a raging fire, if you will, okay? In the sense of, causing something that doesn't need to happen, okay? As far as, like I said, that negative energy, that mindset that doesn't really bode any good advice, okay? And so maybe keep to yourself certain things that have transpired or a conversation that really should be only between you and your person, okay? That is the biggest advice that I can give to you, because some people will make you, even just family or friends, could possibly, cause you to feel, a certain way about something just based off of what they say, because then you'll start looking at your person in a different way, okay? Next, let's go into this first quarter moon energy and let's clarify a personal issue reaches a resolution, okay? So we have a Four of Cups energy here, okay, paired with this first quarter moon energy of whether or not you've made any progress, okay? It could be a progress of finally asking someone if they would live with you, okay, or vice versa. And whatever is offered, maybe as a compromise, may not be doable, okay, for some. But it does say a personal issue comes to a resolution. I think it's more so of an understanding. The problem is someone going to be receptive of what the reasoning is, okay? As far as understanding, like I said, what you find easy or vice versa is harder for someone else, okay? So thus leading into that first quarter moon energy, okay? So whatever is offered as reasoning may not, really be understandable, but you'll try, okay? Is the best thing to do, all right? And take things slowly. Maybe it's too soon, okay? It doesn't mean no, it just means let me figure some things out. When you're moving from one place to the next, you got to get rid of stuff, things that you don't really need, and they could have a lot of stuff, or vice versa, okay? So try to be understanding. Next, full moon energy, all right? Has or is the intention or goal being achieved, okay? A time to give rather than take is being clarified by the sun, okay? The sun card. Enlightenment, okay? In the sense of realizing that it is better to give than it is to take from someone, okay? Again, it's not a no, it's just a not right now. And that came in someone else's reading. Again, I cannot be 100% sure that it was Capricorns. It could have been another sign, maybe in group 1. But nonetheless, it was definitely in one of the other readings. Whenever I do readings, I really do not take the time to kind of keep up. It's got to be really tied in a way. And again, there's moon energy here, so it's obviously meant to be hidden, okay? So don't get mad at me, okay? Because again, it could be a situation of someone cross-watching to see what is going on with their person, and I've said it on this channel that I'm against cross-watching because it can cause things to switch over in a way that, may cause a separation, or it could cause that person to start being distant, because energy is transferable. And so if someone feels like they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, eventually it comes to light and it could change the trajectory of a decision, okay? So I try to, avoid or ask people to avoid cross watching. And sometimes it messes up the reader because of the fact that the reader themselves is trying to read for that sign's energy, not the energy of someone else. Okay. Now, if it happens, it happens, but I prefer to do the energy of the actual sign. Okay. Especially if it's a sun sign. Mixing someone else's energy in, that energy then is taken over from that sign, and your person's energy is taking over, and then there's nothing I can do but read that energy. Okay. And so that may be because you're being closed off or someone's being closed off, and so you need to have some communication. Okay. So let's get into what is at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome, which is Five of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Someone is, again, five means some form of change. Okay. Someone may be out in the cold or feel left out in the cold because they haven't gotten a definitive answer. Okay. Maybe someone's been avoiding the conversation because it has not really transpired yet. It's been like maybe some light talks about kind of moving in with each other or something, other than that. Again, this is very strong energy. It's probably taking over from any other sign getting a clear message. And for that, I apologize. But obviously, something very major that needs to be, figured out or situated for Sagittarius. Okay. And so, again, someone feeling left out in the cold because of it, and just not understanding. Okay. And maybe someone's not being fully open about their reasoning for a decision that was made or not being made, because maybe they don't know how to really transcribe it or communicate it. And so they're trying to be as nice about it as they possibly can. Not talking about it is not being nice. It's withholding. Okay. If you're going to have a serious relationship with someone, you should be able to talk. All right. Not hold things back. Okay. And what is talked about between the two of you should be between the two of you. Okay. So let's get into the Making Magic deck here. We're going to see what messages are here to support Sagittarius in achieving or manifesting their goal. Okay. Feeling the need for two messages. If one jumps out, we'll take it. If not, we'll go directly to the bottom of the deck after I also cut this one. Okay. Consider these messages kind of like an in-between message by like maybe the end of the month as you go into the next one. Okay. Just to kind of give you a little bit of, like I said, some form of support before you're finished with the month. Okay. So the first message is at the bottom of the deck, and we have achievement. Okay. Which came up in Gemini's reading. All right. Achievement, which says win the award, accolade, or contract. Okay. So something will be achieved. Okay. For some of you, something will be achieved. Maybe a decision, again, an award, or a contract. Okay. That's one message. The next one, which I saw before I started your reading, I saw this while I was shuffling. Wishes come true. Okay. Wishes come true. It says rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Okay. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. All right. So whatever it is that you are dreaming or trying to obtain, your wishes will come true. Again, as long as you are manifesting them, okay, and working towards it, okay? So now we're going to get into your present and higher self using the Elemental Oracle deck first. All right. These were used originally in the general sneak peek, and I was pretty much guided to bring these back for these readings. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these by 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the deck. The question here is, what is the energy of the present self of Sagittarius? What is the energy of the present self of Sagittarius? Okay. I'm going to cut the deck. And then we'll go directly to the bottom for your message, Sagittarius, which is Beginnings East, which was also the same as Gemini, okay? Possibly dealing with a Gemini for some of you, okay? Beginnings East. Number 3 here, centering yourself in mind, body, and spirit. In new beginnings, okay? So again, I think it is possible for you to achieve possibly union with someone and maybe merging your living space together, all right? Or something else in particular, all right? For some of you. Again, keeping it really hidden here, okay? I try to respect the energy of every sign, especially when I feel a strong need to keep certain energy hidden, okay? So this is air energy for you guys. All right, you do have the equator to make equal underneath number 5, so a good change is coming, all right? So East Beginning says, worry not, a new dawn is breaking. Let go of the old and embrace the new. Flow forward without heaviness or anxiety. New ways of being are calling to you. Speak up with a clear voice. Do not resist change, okay? Do not resist change. Now, this could be more so a message for your person, okay? Maybe not you, especially if you know that you've made the right choice in the person that you're dealing with. So it could just be your person that is more so resistant. Like I said, it's a very big decision, okay? And so it cannot be taken or, going into lightly, all right? So that could be for the both of you, but it could be more so for your person, all right? Let's get into your higher self here. What is the potential energy for the higher self as we wrap up your reading, Sagittarius? Shuffling by 3s here. This is the Spiritual Awakening deck. Very beautiful imagery, very light, but very heady in the message, okay? So this is like your subconscious higher self thoughts, okay? And where you could be headed as you manifest every month, okay? This is not just for this month. This is not for just half of the year. This is going into the full year. I'm going to be bringing these messages to you guys. So there's always time to manifest and be your better self, okay? So you have the law of vibration, okay? Practice the art of not knowing and start flowing, okay? I'm trying to remember who had this as well, because you are piggybacking off of someone's energy. I believe it was Gemini again with this same card, okay? I think it was Gemini with the same card. And I may give you guys one more up underneath this, just to give you guys something extra to kind of pull off of, okay? So I'm going to pull this one off. I'll read both, And then you have the law of tithing underneath, okay? The law of tithing, which says, expand your consciousness and all things will be added, okay? So you have two people hugging here. Kind of reminds me or gives me the feeling of like the Two of Cups in a way, of two people sharing intimate conversation with one another. Expand your consciousness and all things will be added. The law of tithing, which kind of reiterates this: a time to give than to take, okay? So those two messages for you guys, just to give you a little bit extra. I'm going to go into the book here and we're going to find the law of vibration, which is on page 73, and then the law of tithing, which is on 87, okay? So 73, I'm kind of marking my fingers in the book here, but it says, okay, you may be going through a transitional time in your life. Get used to it. Life is in constant movement. Change is inevitable, and nothing is still. You must get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Your higher self desires to expand to the next level. Let go of trying to control. Focus your energy and time on the areas of your life where you thrive. Every belief, thought, and feeling you have is creating the vibration and frequency of your life. As you feel positive, you will attract more positivity into your life. The universe desires for you to spend time doing the things you love and people who bring you up. Expect to experience high energy and freedom, okay? I do feel this energy like if your person is watching, okay, on your energy, this is just a repeat of your energy, okay? So you're both on the same wavelength, okay? Please talk to your person, all right? It's just that simple, all right? Next is the law of tithing. Expand your consciousness and all things will be added. The universe will deliver to you tenfold what you give to the advancement of your spiritual journey. By drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to invest in the expanding of your consciousness. This message may mean signing up for a class on spirituality, attending a wellness retreat, or tithing to your spiritual center. Where in life have you been a little stingy lately? Where have you been living in a mental state of scarcity? If you want to have prosperity, you must give abundantly, okay? Give energy towards the people and things you love. Spend time doing what you love. Invest in people and things you love. Be of service to the people, communities, and movements you love. Help and serve today, okay? So if you've been feeling like you want to give to a particular cause or just be helpful, start doing it and live with what it is that you love to do, okay? And those around you that are on the same wavelength as you, okay? So that may be for a separate set of Sagittarius, and I hope it is helpful to you guys. All right, so I wish I could have gave you more in your reading, I really do, but a lot of energy is hidden, okay, based off of maybe someone cross-watching on you, all right, just to see what is possibly going through your mind when they could actually just talk to you, okay? So with that being said, I can only hope that Sagittarius come February, when preliminary readings start back up again, that you'll get a little bit more out of your next monthly manifestation. So until then, peace.